How you doing? My name is Michael Signorelli. I train at a KO Boxing. It's 190 Broadway Street, in Garden City Park. My coach Mike, I know he's a great coach. Was one time a very, very good established professional fighter. That's really what drove me here. You get a lot of these gyms that have guys that are coaches that are just trainers. They've had a few amateur fights and that's pretty much it. They went and opened up a gym, now they're a world trainer supposedly. But you know, you get trained by the best, you become the best. And really at this gym, he's a great coach, great guy, great fighter, so that could only make me great. Well, actually, years ago, me and my friend Richie wanted to actually do boxing. Someone I actually grew up with, one of my good friends. And we just got into it, and 7 years later, here I am still doing it. Yes, I have an upcoming fight on March 14th. That is for KO Boxing. That's a Muay Thai fight. That's going to be in Corona, Queens. And then also I will be going to Vegas on March 19th for an MMA tournament. Stand-up, more of a stand-up fighter. I do like it, don't matter if I go to the ground, I'm comfortable there. But basically I like to kick, punch, knee, elbow. That's what I'm comfortable doing. Nervous. I was prepared. Lost to decision. I won all 3 rounds. Cardio was great, that wasn't a problem. But just very nervous, never really performed in front of a crowd like that. It was a big crowd also, a big show. But basically just nervousness, you know, but once you get past that, it's, you know, it's a fight, so you have to perform. Well, really basically getting the hardest hit, you know, really is, after you get hit hard like that, is to remain calm. A lot of guys get all wound up and start going nuts, but my first experience getting hit hard sucked. Actually chipped my tooth, and had to get it fixed. But other than that, I mean, getting hit hard it's part of the sport. You're gonna get hit hard no matter who you are, no matter how good you are. You're gonna get hit hard, so just, if you can't deal with it, it's not the sport for you. If it's something you really want to do, put your mind to it, because it is very time consuming between conditioning, if you do have to do the weight cut, preparing for a fight, even in your off time, you have to stay on point. So really, I mean, advice for them really is, if you're gonna do it, put 100% into it. If you're not willing to put 100% into it, don't do it. What I always tell myself is, before a fight, training, sparring, anything, is that everyone's trained to fight. Whether what gym you come from, everyone's trained to fight. So you go in there and you fight. It's not really a secret what I tell myself. It's basically just a mental thought that I always keep in my mind, is that no matter who you are, when you're in this fighting business, you're trained to fight. So you really can't go off of, you know, like, oh, I train this hard, I train that hard, train this hard. Everyone has a good day, everyone has a bad day. So as long as you get your training in, that's it. That's all. It's just a mental thing. I really don't have a secret really to tell myself, but just basically it's mental. That's all. That's pretty much my secret, a good mental game. Keep my mental game strong. Really what motivates me really is just to turn professional. Something I want to do for a while. Boxing, kickboxing, anything as a contact sport, but really I fell in love with boxing and then transitioned over to the MMA and kickboxing world. So that's really what motivates me. I wake up every day wanting to train, wanting to fight, and one step at a time. Basically UFC would be a great dream, but one step at a time. I would like to fight for Bellator. I would like to do at least a few years in Bellator, a few fights for them, and then hopefully get picked up by UFC. Having a long career in it. You get a lot of guys that don't, you know, they don't really make it a long career. You know, I want to have a long career in it. I want to be that guy that's 40-something years old still fighting, like Bernard Hopkins and Dan Henderson and my coach, Mike Corleone. You know, but really basically I want to have a career in it. I don't want to have that guy that has 2 or 3 pro fights and you don't hear or see him ever again. I want that guy that has 50, 60 pro fights and he's an established fighter. I'd like everyone to come down to KO Boxing. You have a great trainer, awesome gym. You get to train with a bunch of good guys. If you're really looking to fight and compete or just get in shape, lose weight, get ready for summer, just all around training from great boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA. You have an awesome coach, Michael Corleone. Come down, anyone's more than welcome. Sparring, like I said, just get in shape, anything. It's a great gym, wonderful atmosphere, great people. Everyone's welcome.